In the dome, we have a space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes. It's for the entire community, whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a team member or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. There's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has for each game, and that's a game plan. And no matter the outcome of the game, there's tremendous value and growth in working together as a team to execute that game plan. What about you? Do you have a game plan for your financial life? Or are you so busy with everything else that life throws your way? Now, this time of year is everyone's favorite. And no, I'm not talking about the welcoming of spring here in the cold Midwest. No, it's tax time, when we, sometimes not so willingly, file our tax returns and pay any remaining taxes due. Have you ever wondered, am I doing all I can to be tax efficient? Not just when I file my tax return, but throughout the year? And not just this year, but over the long term? And would additional tax-efficient strategies fit with the rest of my financial game plan? For over 40 years, the planning firm here in Sioux Center has been helping households build and execute their financial game plans on all the things more important than money. I'm Tom DeYoung, president of the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule a complimentary Discover meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your financial game plan on all the things in your life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts Radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game. And remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Dordt Media Network broadcast, brought to you by Cruise & Cruise PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamars, helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction, Rob Sioux and owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, and decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa, as we have a GPAC matchup today between the Dordt Defenders and the Midland Warriors. And first pitch is coming here. That's ball one from Matt Eubanks, number 3 on the Defenders. 4.5 ERA, 3-2 on the season. As he throws ball 2. Batting for Midland is number 1, Brody Boyle. He'll be at left field today. Here's a 2-0 pitch. And that hits him. So a good start here for the Warriors. Dordt's starting lineup. Like I said, we have Eubanks on the mound. Behind the plate, we have number 13, Chisholm Demers. At first, we have number 23, DJ Kerr. Second base, number 5, Morgan Wilkins. Third base, number 4, Logan Templeton. Shortstop, number 1, Jimmy Twombly. Left field, number 8, Carson Belcher. In center, we have number 20, Logan Harrison. And right, Matt McMillan, as Eubanks throws strike 1 to number 20, Joshua Hardiman, playing third base today. Hardiman hitting .352 on the season. Started all 36 games for the Warriors. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Runner pretends to steal as it's in the dirt. Hardiman, 8 home runs on the year, leads the team by quite a big margin. Next closest is 5. Eubanks with the 1-1 pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. Hardiman didn't like it there. Eubanks, 31 strikeouts on the season. Looking to get another one here. Pick off to first, not in time. Hardiman trying to battle in a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Swung on. Sliced into right. Boyle is a head start to third. Coach is going to hold him there as that was McMillan. Throws it into second. Now there's first and third for the Warriors. No outs.
Next up, number 36, Chris Ortega.
Sets up the double play for the defenders. As number 36, Chris Ortega, the DH, comes up to bat for the Warriors. Ortega's hitting .304 on the season. Eubanks looks to first. The pitch, called strike down the middle. 0-1 count. Ortega 17 for 56 on the season. Hitting in the 3 spot today. The 0-1 pitch, also a called strike, so Eubanks gets ahead here. The 0-2 pitch from Eubanks. Called strike 3. Sends Ortega down looking. His first strikeout of the day, and now there's 1 out.
Now up, number 37, Hayden Crawford.
That'll bring up number 37, Hayden Crawford, the first baseman here today. Crawford hitting .207 on the season with a runner in scoring position here for him. Ball in the dirt, stopped by Demers, but that's going to get Hardiman to second. So Crawford has 2 runners in scoring position for him here. Crawford has 24 RBIs on the season. Pitch clock winding down. Eubanks comes set. Gets it off. Ball high. Demers looks down Boyle at third. Eubanks has an opponent batting average of only 198. Looking to keep that going here, get out of this jam. The pitch. Ball inside. 3-0 count here. The pitch is in the dirt. It gets by Demers. And that'll be a run for the Warriors, as Hardiman also moves up to third. So first and third for the Warriors, with one out here in the top of the first. Dordt coming off of 2 losses last night to Midland, 7-0 and 9-5. Before that, they beat Hastings 21-7 and lost 9-3. First pitch to Reyes is up and in. As Demers is going to go out to the mound for a mound visit, as well as the pitching coach. One 0 count here to Reyes. Reyes hitting .267 on the season. A 1-0 pitch from Eubanks. Called strike one. Reyes has a chance with the runner in scoring position here to extend the Warriors' lead. 23 for 86 on the season. The pitch just a bit high with the off speed. Eubanks looks down at the wristband to get the pitch. Here's the 1-1. Ball left by Reyes down low, so now it's 2-1. Reyes with 8 RBIs on the year. And 33 games played. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Is low, stopped by Demers. And that walk leads to bases loaded here for the Warriors. Bringing it up number 14, Jacob LaCory, playing center today. Eubanks trying to get out of this jam. As little damage as possible. Very windy day here in Sioux Center. First pitch, ball high. You can see the trees swinging in the center field. Well, all along the outfield, really. There's a 1-0 pitch from Eubanks. Off speed, called strike. LaCory hitting .230 on the season. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Eubanks. Swung on, chopped, foul. LaCory, 3 homers on the season, as well as 12 RBIs. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. After the strikeout from Eubanks, the second one of the inning leads to 2 outs, and he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam. That'll bring up number 2, Amir Perez. He's playing short today. Eubanks still trying to get out of this one, and here's first pitch incoming. That's going to be ball 1, slider high. Perez hitting .272 on the season. Second pitch is called strike. Perez is 28 for 103, second on the team in at-bats. Hitting in the 7 spot for the Warriors. Here's the 1-1 pitch, is way high. Eubanks' hat fell off there. Gonna have to hurry here, Eubanks is, with the pitch clock starting while he was putting his hat on. The 2-1 pitch, off speed high. So 1 ball away from walking in a run here. And 3-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Good pitch from Eubanks outside. Perez couldn't get it. So full count, 2 outs. Runners will be on the move here. And here's 3-2 pitch from Eubanks. Ball high. So that'll walk in a run for the Warriors. Hardiman will come in to score. And Perez will make his way down to first.
Next up, number 4, Dax Wandler.
That'll bring up number 4, Dax Wandler. He's playing second base today. Eubanks still trying to limit the damage. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Called strike, top of the zone. Wandler hitting .250 on the season. 9 for 36. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Called strike, good pitch from Eubanks. Back door. Now Eubanks way ahead here, trying to get the last out of the inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Twombly's there, throws to first, and it's caught. And that'll be the end of the top of the first. Dordt gets out, allowing only 2 runs, while Midland puts up 2 in the first. We'll be back for the bottom half after this break.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski Bout Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski Bout and see the difference. Today's broadcast brought to you by Prairie Life Chiropractic, combining skill and expertise that spans the entire chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical health spectrum. They want you to move better and live better.
Homegrown. Community. Family.
Innovators.
Growth.
Faith.
Legacy.
We are dedicated to egg.
Today's Dordt Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
back here for the bottom of the first. Leading off for the defenders, number 1, Jimmy Twombly. Twombly hitting .260 on the season his freshman year. Here's the first pitch, swung on and missed. On the mound for the Warriors, number 13, Darius Blasingame. He's 0-1 on the season as there's strike 2. Blasingame with an 11.9 ERA. Eight appearances, 1 start as the 0-2 pitch is outside. Midland won the last 2 games against Dordt, but before that, as Twombly swings and misses to strike out to start the bottom half of the first. Midland lost to Bellevue and then beat and split with Briarcliff before that.
Now batting number 8, Carson Belcher.
So after the Twombly strikeout, that'll bring up number 8, Carson Belcher, the left fielder today. First pitch from Blasingame on the way. Just outside there for Blasingame. Belcher on the season hitting .258. Second pitch is outside as well. Belcher is 23 for 89. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Called strike. Excuse me, there was a ball there. Looked like the umpire moved his arm at first. So 3-0 count here for Belcher. And the pitch is outside, so Belcher, 4-pitch walk, free 90 there. That'll bring up number 20, Logan Harris, center fielder.
Number 20, Logan Harris.
250 on the season, 18 for 72. Blasingame looks over to Belcher at first. The pitch, Harris shows bunt, pulls back for the ball. The 1-0 pitch from Blasingame. Called strike that time. Harris didn't show the bunt on that one. Belcher leads off at first. The 1-1 pitch. Low. So Harris gets ahead here. The 2-1 pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. So 2-strike count now for Harris as Blasingame looking to put him away. And the 2-2 pitch with Belcher at first is outside. Blasingame looked like he wanted it. Full count here for Harris. Belcher goes. Pitch is fouled off to the right. Blasingame once again with the 3-2 pitch. Belcher stays this time. Harris grounds it to third. Hardiman fields, throws on the run, and it's picked over there by Crawford. So Harris moves the runner over, but sacrifices himself as Hardiman makes a great play. Thrown across the field. That'll bring up number 4, Logan Templeton. The freshman from Bakersfield, California. With the runner in scoring position at second, it's Belcher. Here's the first pitch, is high. That'll move Belcher over as got past Reno on that one. There's a runner on third for Templeton. Templeton at 288 on the season, 38 for 132. Most at-bats on the team in his freshman season. Wind's picking up here for this 1-0 pitch. Inside. Templeton looking for an RBI here. Second on the team in home runs with 5. And leads the team in RBIs with 30. The pitch is low, so 3-0 here. Blasingame looking to get out of this inning without a run scored. And there's 3-0. The pitch to Templeton is high, so Templeton gets a 4-pitch walk like Belcher. That'll bring up number 27, Drew Oreskes. First and third here for Oreskes. He's hitting .238 on the year in the 5 spot at DH today. The first pitch called strike, inside corner. Belcher on third, Templeton on first. Runner in scoring position for Oreskes, who has 21 RBIs on the season. As he takes strike 2. Didn't like that one. Shook his head once he stepped out of the box. So now he's going to have to battle as Blasingame with way ahead. Here's the 0-2 count. The pitch swung on, popped over to third. Hardiman gets there in foul territory, and that'll end the first. No runs scored for Dordt. Runners got on with walks, and we'll be back for the top of the second after this break.
For top-notch rental equipment for your next project, look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast brought to you by Flooring and Design in Sioux Center. Whether you are building a new home, remodeling your current home, or wanting to freshen up your decor, we can help make your home as unique as you. Stop in to see us at Flooring and Design.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit epremierbank.com or stop by any of the 5 Premier Bank locations in Iowa or South Dakota to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
Welcome back for the top of the second inning. Leading off for the Warriors is number 25, Sotero Reno, the catcher today, as he takes strike one from Eubanks. Eubanks looking to make quick work. 9-1-2 due up. As second pitch, curveball is just high. Reno's hitting 147 on the season. 5 for 34. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Eubanks. Ball low. There's the 2-1 pitch is fouled off. Brings it to a 2-strike count. Eubanks' 33rd pitch on the way. Swung on, lined into left, and that's going to drop right in front of Belcher. And Sotero Ureno with a leadoff single, and looks like there'll be a pinch runner. Looks like that'll be number 9, Ben Kirkland, running for the Warriors. That'll bring the top of the order back up. The left fielder, Brody Boyle, got hit by pitch in his first at-bat. First pitch is low, stopped by Demers. Kirkland leads off of first. A 1-0 pitch from Eubanks. A bunt shown from Boyle. A little drag bunt. Dropped it foul to the third base side. Kirkland was going on that one as well. So they'll have to bring him back to first. Boyle looking for the 1-1 pitch here. Almost went for it, but it was a high ball. So 2-1 count here. Eubanks looking to fight back with no outs after the Ureno single, Kirkland goes, the swing and strike, throw down from Chimmers, and he got him. The tag from the tag from Wilkins is in time, so Kirkland pinch ran and got caught stealing. That's a big out for the defenders. Now it's a 2-2 count, and Eubanks just has to focus on the hitter. The 2-2 pitch from Eubanks, swung on, fouled off by Boyle. So Boyle fighting to stay alive. The pitch, swung on, fouled off once again. That was Kerr, the first baseman, chasing after it, but it was into the bullpen. Eubanks gets the sign, 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. So a good sequence there for Eubanks with the caught stealing and then the strikeout. So now there's 2 down. So looking like maybe a quick inning here. But first he has to get through Hardiman, the best hitter for the Warriors. Joshua Hardiman, the third baseman. An assist and a putout last inning in the field. See if he can do something at the plate here. The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. Took a hack there at the ball above the zone. It's a 1-1 count. Hardiman singled on a hit and run to right field. Last time that moved Boyle over to third from first. Seeing if he can start something fresh here. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Is way outside. Hardiman leads the team in a majority of the stats. As he looks for the 2-1 pitch here, swung on, fouled back. Hardiman leads in home runs, doubles, hits, and total bases, as well as RBIs. Kind of the powerhouse for this Warrior offense. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded down the line. That gets through. He's rounding first, going for two. The throw in from McMillan is off target, but Hardiman will stay at second. So Hardiman tries to get a 2-out rally going with the double down the line. That'll bring up number 36, Chris Ortega, the DH. Runner on second for Ortega. He takes strike one from Eubanks. Ortega struck out looking for the first out last inning. There you go, one pitch from Eubanks. Swung on, fouled right off of his leg. Front foot, it looked like. Ortega hitting 17 for 56 on the season. Adds up to a 304 average. Looking to give his team a 3-run lead here in the top of the second. But he's down 0-2 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Eubanks. Swung on and missed as Eubanks gets Ortega once again. And that'll end the top of the second. We'll be back for the bottom half after this.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
Back here for the bottom of the second inning. Leading off is the right fielder, number 17, Matt McMillan. As Blasingame throws the first pitch in the dirt, scooped up by Ureno. So 1-0 count for Kerr. Kerr's hitting .263 on the year as he takes ball 2 inside. Kerr 21 for 80 on the season with 2 doubles and 2 home runs. Excuse me, this is McMillan. McMillan's hitting .293 on the season. Little mess up there. And he's 22 for 75. So he check swings at one, grounds it to first. And PFP's there as Crawford tosses it over to Blasingame. And that'll be out number 1 with the McMillan ground out. That'll bring up a second baseman, number 5, Morgan Wilkins. He's hitting .278 on the season. First pitch from Blasingame. Swung on and missed by Wilkins. And the 0-1 pitch to Wilkins is outside. Wilkins is 27 for 97 on the season. One of the team leaders in hits as he takes the ball low for the 2-1 count. Third on the team in hits. Wilkins is. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Is low. So Wilkins in a favorable count with 3-1. One out for the defenders. Chasing 2 runs here in the bottom of the second. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. Full count here for Wilkins. Looking to start something for the defenders, and the 3-2 pitch from Blasingame. Swung on, flown in the air. As that's deep, but not deep enough, it looks like, as that was LaCorey in center at the warning track catches that one. That one was way up in the air with all this wind. Looked like he got lost a couple of times, trailing back. And that'll bring up number 23, DJ Kerr. And looks like Blasingame might have got injured on that last pitch. Midland coach is going to head out there. Looks like Blasingame is okay. So after the Wilkins flyout, that brings up number 23, DJ Kerr, the first baseman. Here's the first pitch, is way inside, almost hit him. Kerr is hitting .263 on the season. And the 1-0 pitch from Blasingame is outside and low. 2-0's the count for Kerr. Here's a 2-0 pitch. He's almost hit him again. He's in a 3-0 count. Might see a take here with 2 outs. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Called strike. Three 3-1, 2 outs here. The 3-1 pitch swung on, flown into left. As Boyle's chasing after, and he gets there. That'll end the bottom of the second. We'll be back for the top of the third after this break.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
The Greenhouse, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Back here for the top of the third. Leading off is the first baseman, number 37, Hayden Crawford. Eubanks still out there. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. Crawford walked in his first at-bat in the first. As he takes strike two, the off-speed from Eubanks. Lands in the zone. That pitch is lined by Crawford into right center, and that'll get down as Harris fields and throws it in. But Crawford ends with a single. That pitch was smoked out to right center. And that'll bring up number 23, the right fielder, Nate Reyes. Reyes walked in his first at-bat. And the pitch from Eubanks shows bunt as he pulls back for the ball. Like I said, Reyes walked in his first at-bat. Didn't score. He did get on. Showing bunt once again. Crawford at first. He gets it down this time. A good bunt. And he'll take the sacrifice out there as Crawford gets over to second. And that's one down for the defenders. That'll bring up number 14, Jacob LaCory. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Now he's a runner in scoring position after the Reyes bunt. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the slider from Eubanks. Eubanks right back at it. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on. 5-6 hole gets through. Crawford gets to third, and they're going to hold him there. But LaCory gets a single to move the runner up, which does set up a double play for the defenders, but now there's a runner at third, which will bring up the shortstop, Emir Perez. Dordt getting the first and third play in.
Next up, number 2, Amir Perez.
And first and third here for Perez. Eubanks, the first pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. Perez got the RBI in his last at back as he walked with the bases loaded. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's another called strike for Eubanks as has him down 0-2 here. Perez, the 7th spot for the Warriors. Looking to get some end of lineup production. The 0-2 pitch from Eubanks, little slide step, check swing, and they're going to say he went. So Eubanks gets another strikeout there. As now there's 2 down. Infield can play normal now. That'll bring up number 4, Dax Wandler. He grounded out to short in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch from Eubanks in the dirt, stopped by Demers. Good stop by Demers as keeps a run from scoring. Like I said, Wandler grounded out to short. Twombly got the assist on that one in his last at-bat. Here's a pick, and there's a little run down here as LaCory gets caught, and that'll end the inning. Crawford didn't really know what to do as LaCory got a rundown, and that'll end the top of the third. We'll be back in a couple seconds for the bottom half.
This is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
Back here for the bottom of the third. Leading off for the defenders is the 9-hitter, number 13, Chisholm Demers. He's playing catcher today. And the first pitch from Blasingame is a ball. Blasingame still on the mound after a little injury last inning, but seems to be fine. Here's a 1-0 pitch to Demers. Demers swings and misses. Demers hitting .211 on the year. He's 16 for 76. Demers calls time before the pitch. And here's the 1-1 pitch from Blasingame. Outside, taken by Demers. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Blasingame, swung on and missed once again by Demers. Demers looking to be a second leadoff here for the defenders. Bottom of the third, no runs yet. Chasing 2. Here's a 2-2 pitch. High. Gets by Moreno. I'll get a full count here for Demers. The 3-2 pitch is fouled off. He stays alive here. And the 3-2 pitch from Demers hits him, so he'll get a free base. That's a good start for the defenders. Looks like there'll be a pinch runner for Demers. That'll be number 37, Gabriel McFarland. So he'll pinch run for Demers at first here. That'll bring us back to the top of the lineup. The shortstop, Jimmy Twombly, who struck out in his first at-bat. Runner on first for him here. The pitch, swung on, fouled off. Twombly, 260 on the season. Pitch clock started late, but Blasingame didn't have an issue. And the pitch, McFarland goes. He gets to second, and he's hosed. Good pick over there from Wandler to save a runner from getting into scoring position. As it looked like McFarland was close. On-target throw from Moreno leads to a caught stealing, and now Twombly, 1-1 count. And he has to be the leadoff here, as looks like the Dordt manager is going to go chat with the umpire about that one. So after the chat between Coach Eshelman and the umpires, brings back Twombly's at-bat as his 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from Blasingame. Inside. Twombly takes ball 2. Here's a 2-1 pitch in the dirt. Good count here for Twombly as he's up 3-1. Blasingame trying to fight back. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. So Blasingame does bring it back. And now it's full count for the leadoff hitter for the defenders. The 3-2 pitch from Blasingame hits Twombly. So that's the second hit by pitch in a full count for the defenders. And they're right back to where they started with a runner on first. That'll bring up number 8, Carson Belcher, the left fielder, who walked in 4 pitches in his first at-bat. Twombly leads off of first. The pitch from Blasingame, swung on and missed by Belcher. Belcher, .258 on the season. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside. Belcher best on the team, .455 on base percentage in the 2 spot for Dordt. Here's the pitch outside. So 2-1 count. Blasingame comes set. The pitch swung on, fouled straight back right at us. 2-2 count. Belcher looking to move the runner over here with 1 out. Here's the pitch outside. So once again, a full count, back-to-back hitters. Running up the pitch count for Blasingame. That 55. This will be the 56th pitch right here. Here it is. The runner goes, swung on, fouled. Belcher looking to get something started for the defenders. Scoreless through 2 1/3 for Blasingame. Comes set. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Inside, so Belcher earns the walk there as there's some action down in the Midland bullpen. No change yet, but there is an arm warming up down there. That'll bring up the 3-hitter, number 20, Logan Harris, the center fielder. And the first pitch coming from Blasingame. The ball outside. Harris grounded out to third in his first at-bat. Hardiman put him away on the slow roller. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. Evens the count. One count here. Blasingame set, throws the pitch, swung on, a high fastball there. Two strike count here for Harris. One out with a runner in scoring position. Last thing you need here is a strikeout. Here's the pitch. He throws it high, gets by Oreno. Oreno was about to throw to third. Got a generous bounce from the backstop, but Hardiman told him not to. As the runners move over, so now there's a tying run on second base with 2 runners on for Harris here. 2 strikes, looking to battle. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Blasingame. Swung on, fouled off. So fight being put up by Harris. On deck is number 4, Logan Templeton. See what Harris can do for him here. The pitch swung on, flown into right. Twombly's looking like he's going to tag up. He does, and he slows down. As Reyes gets the ball in quick. So Harris got the fly ball to get the run in, just not deep enough. As that brings up the cleanup hitter, number 4, Logan Templeton. As Blasingame looking to get out of this one unscathed. First pitch from Blasingame out of the windup. Called strike. Oh, 1 pitch from Blasingame. Swung on and missed by Templeton, so Blasingame gets ahead, way ahead here. The 0-2 pitch from Blasingame. Outside. Templeton staying alive here. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Blasingame. Swung on, fouled straight back. Templeton staying alive as Blasingame's hat fell off there. One-two count still. Here's the pitch from Blasingame. Swung on, chopped to short. It's Perez, throws to first, and they got him. Close call there, but no runs for the defenders. And that'll bring us to the top half of the 4th after this break.
Proactive Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab when the aches and pains won't go away. Visit proactivephysicaltherapy.net when you want to get back to the activities you love.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home. Today's broadcast brought to you by Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
Back here for the top of the 4th inning. Midland with a 2-0 lead. As the 8-hitter, Dax Wandler, comes up. He takes a great curveball from Eubanks in the zone for strike 1. Wandler's 0 for 1 today with a ground out. to short as he swings at strike 2. The 0-2 pitch coming from Eubanks. Curveball, just a little high. Eubanks, since the first inning, has made pretty quick work of this Warriors lineup. As here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, check swung, fouled off. The 1-2 pitch from Eubanks. Off speed outside. Didn't quite catch the backdoor corner. Brings the count to 2-2. They're fighting to stay alive here. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Eubanks. Fastball high. Brings it to full. So Wandler's worked it back. 3-2 pitch from Eubanks. Way high, and that'll be a well-earned walk from Wandler as he gets the leadoff walk for the Warriors. That brings up Moreno in the 9 spot. Moreno's 1-for-1 with that single to left that started, I believe it was the second inning. Show and bunt immediately. Eubanks with the pitch as Moreno pulls it back before it even got there, but it was a cold strike. Wandler at first. Moreno shows bunt once again. The pitch, he bunted straight up, way back. Oh, 2 count. Moreno probably won't bunt here anymore as he doesn't show it. Here's the 0-2 pitch coming from Eubanks. Picks off to first. Wandler's back in time. Oh, 2 count. Wandler at first. Moreno at the dish. Here's the pitch from Eubanks. Swung on and missed as Eubanks gets the swinging strikeout. Huge for Eubanks to get an out there. That sets up the double play. Brings us back to the top of the lineup, though, as number 1, Brody Boyle, gets to hit here. He's 0-for-1 with a hit by pitch and a strikeout. Scored when he got on base with the hit by pitch. The pitch, low, stopped by Demers. One 0 count. Pitch from Eubanks. Ball inside. Demers looked like he wanted that one. 2-0 count. Eubanks has to crawl back here. The pitch swung on, popped up. Looks like it's going to go foul, but Kerr's chasing after, and it does go foul right behind the dugout. Eubanks gets a strike on the board. Two 1 count here for Boyle. Wandler at first. Eubanks looks over. The pitch swung on, fouled back. So Eubanks has crawled back. Looks for the sign. Boyle's not in the box yet. Pitch clock hasn't started. 2-2 count. Picks off to first. Wandler got fooled, but not in time as the throw was a little left for Kerr. Would have been a big out there for Eubanks, but either way, 2-2 count. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Early steal as that ball's popped into center. Harris chasing after it, dives, and he makes the catch. Logan Harris with the diving grab. As that is the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Hardiman with 2 outs. Here's a replay of that diving catch from Harris. Looked like he had a bad read at first, but hustle at the end got him there. Midland coach out to argue about something, not sure what. That'll bring up Hardiman after the catch from Harris. And here's the pitch, swung on by Hardiman, and he takes a big hack there once again. Hardiman's 2 for 2 today with single to right and then a double down the line to right. The 0-1 pitch from Eubanks is a called strike. The outside corner. So Hardiman will have to battle here. He's been ahead in both counts in his previous at-bats. See what he can do back against the wall here. The 0-2 count. The pitch swung on, fouled back. Hardiman stays alive. Hardiman looking for a 2-out rally. Midland still leads by 2 after the 2-run first inning. Here's the pitch from Eubanks. Swung on and missed. Big strikeout from Eubanks to sit down Hardiman. And that's the end of the top of the fourth. We'll be back for the bottom half after this.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes. Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell, providing professional attention to every detail. Today's broadcast brought to you by M&H True Value of Rock Valley. Behind every project is True Value. Start right. Start here.
Back here for the bottom half of the fourth. New arm on the mound for the Warriors, number 15, Cooper Culane. As number 27, Drew Oreskes, is up to the dish and he takes strike one. Culane, 1 win, 1 loss on the year in 9 appearances. 3.31 ERA. As the little 0-1 pitch is low. Umpire going out to chat with Culane. Oreskes 0 for 1 today. Flew out and he lines one up the middle. As Oreskes hits the leadoff single for the defenders. 5-hitter leads it off well. That'll bring up the 6-hitter, number 17, Matt McMillan, the right fielder. McMillan 0 for 1 today. Grounded out in his first at-bat. There's the first pitch, swung on. Foul. Culane with a .242 batting average against. See if Dordt can take advantage here. Bunt shown from McMillan. Bunts it foul, so now he's down 0-2 just like that. The 0-2 pitch coming from Culane. That one's outside. McMillan takes it high. Oreskes at first. Dordt still chasing 2. Shows bunt McMillan, and he's going to strike out off the foul bunt. So that'll be the first out of the inning for the defenders. I'll bring up number 5, Morgan Wilkins, the second baseman. 0 for 1 today after the fly out to the warning track in his first at-bat. Furthest ball hit today so far. First pitch swung on, grounded, might get through, it does. So 2 singles already in this inning for the defenders. Wilkins comes up clutch to get another runner on. That'll bring up the 8-hitter, number 23, DJ Kerr, the first baseman here today. The wind picks up. Gusts up to 50 miles an hour today. Culane comes set. First pitch is swung on. Off speed a little early there from Kerr. He's 0 for 1 today. Flew out in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Culane. Off speed outside. Called strike. So Kerr has to battle back here. And the 0-2 pitch from Culane. Swung on, fouled, barely got a piece of it, Kerr did. Kerr stays alive. Oh, 2 count still. Runners on first and second. Oreskes on second. Wilkins at first. Here's a pickoff attempt to first, and They're going to say he's safe. Looked like he got him. Wilkins got lucky there. Throw definitely beat him. Tag must have been slow. But it's still an 0-2 count for Kerr. So here's the 0-2 pitch from Kalane. Outside and low. Good stop by Areno. That pickoff would have totally changed the inning. First baseman Crawford definitely wanted it. He went palms up after the call. The 1-2 pitch from Kalane. Swung on, chopped to short. Double play, try, and he lost the ball. They're going to say it's on the transfer. So Wilkins will be out at second. Fielder's choice there for Kerr. But he moves a runner into scoring position. That'll bring up the 9-hitter, the catcher, Chisholm Demers. He got hit by pitch in his first at-bat. Kalane has a low ERA for this Midland squad. 3.31. First pitch swung on by Demers, fouled. Kalane comes set. The pitch swung on, chopped to third, foul. Oreskes on third, Kerr at first. Runner in scoring position for Demers, who has 11 RBIs on the season. Here's the pitch, swung on, grounded foul in the exact same spot. No 2 count here for Demers. Looking to put something in play. Base hit. Here's the Kalane pitch. Is swung on and missed. So Kalane clutches up with runners in scoring position, and that'll be it for the 4th inning. We'll be back for the 5th after this break.
Broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Holsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants, offices in Sioux Center and Lars. Helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
Back here for the top of the 5th inning. Midland still up 2-0. Brings up the 3-hitter, DH Chris Ortega, as he takes ball 1 from Eubanks, who's still on the mound. 81 pitches. 7 strikeouts so far for Eubanks. Here's a 1-0 pitch, low for a ball. 2-0 pitch from Eubanks. Low, so Ortega's in a 3-0 count here. Trying not to walk the leadoff guy. Here's Eubanks. And that one's way high for a 4-pitch walk. Ortega, first time reaching base today. As manager for the defenders, Coach Eshelman will come out, and there will also be a pinch runner. Look like it's number 16, Chase Bogues. He'll pinch run, and there will be a new pitcher for the defenders. That'll be number 21, Lincoln Vandermolen. And we'll be right back after this pitching change, sponsored by Casey's Bakery.
This is Jennifer Jansen at Epic Realty. At Epic Realty, we take pride in providing professional real estate services with integrity and expertise. Give us a call or stop by our Sioux Center office and visit our website at epichomerealty.com.
Premier Bank is proud to support Dordt University. Visit epremierbank.com for locations and more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back after the pitching change. Vandermolen on the mound, the right-handed pitcher. As well as batting for Midland, number 37, Hayden Crawford, the first baseman, with a runner on first. That's Bogues. The pitch is swung on by Crawford, and the bat flip, and that one will be gone. Hayden Crawford on the first pitch from Vandermolen takes him yard. And that'll make the score 4-0 here for Midland. See the replay. Crawford got all of that one, even knew it. As soon as the ball left the bat, he threw his bat towards the dugout. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 23, Nate Reyes. Vandermolen, the pitch, swung on, fouled off. Vandermolen with a 7.41 ERA in 12 appearances this season. Started one game and is 0-1. Second pitch is a called strike. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Vandermolen. Outside, a little bait pitch. Reyes didn't fall for it. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Vandermolen. Swung on, line down the line. It goes foul. Still 1-2 here. Vandermolen trying to put Reyes away to get the first out. Pitch is outside. Vandermolen trying to get some confidence here after the 2-run home run given up. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Low and outside, stopped by Demers. Eubanks had a good outing as Reyes flies one into center. Harris is there with the catch. That's the first out. Eubanks went 4 innings. Gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs with 7 strikeouts. So after the first Vandermolen out, that'll bring up number 14, Jacob LaCory, as he takes strike 1. LaCory 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout as he takes ball 1. Here's a 1-1 pitch from Vandermolen. Ball outside. Corey in the 6-hole for the Warriors. He swings fouls it off. Dordt now chasing 4 runs. Offense has come close quite a few times in this one, but just hasn't finished. Vandermolen trying to put LaCory away here. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on, flown into center. That one's deep. Harris going back, and that one's gone as well. So that's a solo homer for Jacob LaCory to extend the lead to 5. Vandermolen's second home run given up in this one. As you see the replay, he went right center with that one. That one was a liner too. LaCory gets the job done for the Warriors, and that'll bring up number 2, Emir Perez. 1 out for Vandermolen as he throws ball 1 to Perez. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's high and outside. Perez is 0 for 1 today with an RBI after a walk and a strikeout. The pitch swung on, popped up. Demers chasing after it, and it's going to go just foul. Two 2-1 count here for Vandermolen. Looking to get out of this one with no further damage. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That one's high. As in a 3-ball count. Pitch is swung on, lined into right center. That one's going to be trouble into the gap. One hops the fence. Perez rounding first, gets into second. Stand-up double for Emir Perez. And Vandermolen throwing strikes. Warriors just piecing them up here.
Now batting number 4, Dax Wandler.
See the replay on that. That one was fully barreled right at the bottom of the fence. There'll be a meeting at the mound here. There's activity in the Dordt bullpen, but it doesn't look like anyone's coming in. Here's Wandler in for his third at-bat as he swings at strike one. Walked once and grounded out once. Grounded out in his first at-bat, walked his last time up. Runner on second, that's Perez. As Vandermolen throws ball one. Vandermolen comes set with 10 on the pitch clock. Here's the pitch. Called strike. Looked like it was a little off speed there from Vandermolen. One-two count, and here's Vandermolen. Swung on line down right field, but that goes foul. One hop the fence, but it was about 10 feet foul. So still a two-strike count here for Wandler. Little 1-2 pitch from Vandermolen is in the dirt. Stopped by Demers. Good stop. Keep the runner from getting to third. Two count. Vandermolen comes set. 5 on the pitch clock. Here's the pitch. And that's low. Brings it full. Three-two. Full count pitch from Vandermolen. Swung on, foul, just tipped. That one hit the umpire. Demers will take his time here. Full count here still. Eighth pitch of the at-bat incoming from Vandermolen. Here it is. That one's high and outside. Going to be ball 4. Looks like it'll be a pitching change here. We'll be back after the pitcher warms up. After the break, sponsored by Casey's Bakery.
Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser, and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning in to the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000 member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders!
We're back after the pitching change. In for the defenders, number 18, Ty Negebauer. First pitch is a ball. Second pitch in the dirt. Demers gets it in front as Perez takes third base. Negebauer comes set. He throws. That one's a called strike. Negebauer with the 7.31 ERA on the season. 14 appearances, 3-0 record. 2-1, throws the pick off to first. Making sure Wandler doesn't get too big of a lead. Moreno, 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. Here's the pitch, flown in the air. Twombly going back. That might be in the triangle. Harris is there. The tag from Perez. Throw not there. Demers fields it, throws it to second, and they'll get Wandler at second for the double play. So the run comes in, makes it 6-0, but the double play ends the inning, so we'll be back for the bottom half of the fifth after this break.
At Dordt, we strive to build community from before you step foot on campus to years after you graduate. We want to give Dordt students the chance to live and learn together and create meaningful, lifelong relationships that are rooted in faith. Connect to others in purposeful relationships at Dordt University.
In the Dome, we have a space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes. It's for the entire community, whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
Here's the top of the lineup for the defenders as Twombly comes to the plate. Takes ball 1. Colleen still in for the Warriors. Twombly 0 for 1. He swings, flies one to left, and that one's going to be gone. Jimmy Twombly with the home run. His third of the season. Puts Dordt on the scoreboard. 6-1, they trail now, but the home run from Twombly will definitely help in coming back, as that's a good leadoff for the defenders. You see the replay here. He flies that one straight into left, and he knew it, into about the middle of the trees. And it looks like they might have just tossed Twombly for the bat flip. And Coach Eshelman is not happy. So, looks like for the rest of this game, Dordt will be down a shortstop. Freshman hits a home run and throws his bat a little, and he's done for this one. Still arguing is Eshelman. That'll bring up the 2-hitter, number 8, Carson Belcher, after the Twombly home run. So, a 1-0 pitch is ball outside. The 2-0 pitch swung on, lined into the gap. Slowed down a little bit, so it might just be a single. And it will be as LaQuarrie throws it in, but Belcher gets on base. Maybe this is the rally the defenders needed. That'll bring up number 20, Logan Harris. Doesn't look like there's anyone active in the Midland bullpen, but the gate is open, so maybe someone's already warmed up. Here's Colane, throws the pitch. Harris pops it up in the infield. Chasing after is Perez. He makes the play on the grass for out number 1. That pop out will bring up the cleanup hitter, number 4, Logan Templeton. He's got a runner on first for him in Belcher. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed by Templeton. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out and a walk. The 0-1 pitch from Colane. Called strikes. A Templeton down 0-2. Has Belcher on first for him with 1 out. Here's the pitch from Colane. Swung on, fouled off by Templeton, so a good battle from him. Oh, 2 count here. He picks off to first. Belcher's there. Oh, 2 count. Here's the pitch from Colane to Templeton. Templeton takes ball 1. So that one's low. One, 2 count. Templeton still fighting. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Templeton putting together a good at-bat here. Swung on by Templeton up the middle and can't field it. Perez. That'll be a single for Templeton. So first and second here for the defenders, and chasing 5, but it could become less pretty quick. Now there's some activity down in the Midland bullpen. Colane still in, though. Now he's facing Oreskes, who's 1 for 2 today with a fly out and a single. He takes ball 1. 2 ducks on the pond for him. First and second. Templeton at first. Belcher at second. The 1-0 pitch from Cullen. Swung on, lined into right. That'll be a base hit. Belcher's going to stay at third. But now it's bases loaded for the defenders. Chasing 5 runs. And will this be it for Cullen? It won't. He's staying in. That'll bring up the right fielder, number 17, Matt McMillan. He's 1 for 2 today with a single and a fly out. Here's the first pitch from Cullen. Swung on. Popped into right. That'll drop. That'll be 2 runs for the defenders and some trouble by Reyes in right field. They're going to hold Oreskes at third, but that'll be a 2-run single for McMillan, cutting the lead to only 3. Look at the replay. Just got that one over the first baseman's head and landed fair. Not the strongest hit you've ever seen, but gets the job done as 2 runs come in. There'll be a meeting at the mound. And this might be a pitching change, might be to stall, to let the pitcher in the bullpen warm up. And it looks like they're just going to stall for a little bit, giving them time. Cullen's going to stay in. That'll bring up number 5, Morgan Wilkins, second baseman. He's also 1 for 2 today with a single as well as a fly out to the warning track. And he has 2 runners in scoring position for him here. Oreskes at third and McMillan at second. Here's the first pitch from Cullen. That one's a ball inside. The 1-0 pitch from Cullen. High and outside. It's 2-0. In the bullpen from Midland, this number 27, Xavier Salazar. He's the only one up right now. Here's the pitch from Cullen. Swinging strike from Wilkins. Two-one count. 2 runners on for Wilkins. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Wilkins didn't like it. Coach Eshelman didn't like it either as he yelled out from the dugout. So now it's a 2-2 count. Cullen with the 2-2 pitch. That one's a called strike 3 for the second out of the inning. No one liked that one on the left side of the field. So that brings 2 outs. That'll bring up the 8-hitter, number 23, DJ Kerr. He's 1 for 2 today. Single and a fly out. He fouls off the first pitch. Colleen still in the game. Low 1 pitch is a called strike. Kerr down 0-2 with 2 outs. 2 runners on for him. It would really help Dordt if they get one of these, at least one of these runs in. Here's the pitch. Swung on down the line. It gets through. Hardiman can't get it, and it rolls to the fence as both runs will score. Kerr gets to second, and we have a 1-run ball game. 5-run inning from the defenders cuts the lead to 1, and there's still a runner in scoring position here. No coach is coming out to the mound, so Kalane's going to stay in. Signal from the Midland dugout that this is the last hitter for Kalane. See if he can put him away to end the inning, as that'll bring up the 9-hitter, Demers, as he lines one into center on the first pitch. It'll get down. That's Kerr coming home. He slides in. He's safe. Kerr with the game-tying RBI single, and that's huge for the defenders. Once down 6-0. Just a couple of minutes ago, now they're tied the game 6-6. It'll be a courtesy runner here. McFarland will come run for Demers. And that's going to be it for Kalane here. It'll be a new pitcher for Midland. We'll be back after this break, sponsored by Casey's Bakery, after the pitching change.
Biblical truth shapes Dordt's worldview, giving students the wisdom to serve God and neighbor through their work and in their daily lives. Do all that God has created you to do at Dordt University.
Student-driven broadcast productions. This is the Dordt Media Network.
Carrick delivers a 2 RBI single.
Watch Dordt home baseball games all season long right here on the Dordt Media Network.
Stanley chugs into second base with the double.
Thanks for watching.
After the pitching change, we have a new pitcher and a new hitter hitting for the defenders. Is number 14, Joseph Schlechelman, as McFarland gets a pickoff his way, the pinch runner, the courtesy runner for Demers. Pitching for Midland is number 27, Xavier Salazar. He's 5.14 ERA in 7 appearances with a 1-0 record this season. Schlechelman fouls off the first pitch. He's hitting 210 this season with 25 hits and 119 at-bats. The 0-1 pitch from Salazar. Swung on, up the middle. So Dordt keeps the hot streak going, and McFarland rounds second. Big turn as he gets back. Throw into second. Almost in time, but not quite. So still a tie game. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. That'll bring up number 8, Carson Belcher. And that was Schlechelman replacing Twombly, who got ejected for the bat flip. And he comes in, Twombly, who led off the inning with a home run. His replacement gets a hit in his at-bat, too. So here's Belcher. Runners on first and second. First pitch from Salazar is a ball. Belcher's 1 for 2 today with a fly out. Salazar with the 1-0 pitch. Low in the dirt, stopped by Urano. Two-0 pitch from Salazar is in the dirt, stopped by Urano again. So 3-0 count here for Belcher. First and second, the pitch. That ball's high, so it's bases loaded. For the 3-hitter, number 20, Logan Harris. Not a position you want to be in if you're Midland. Harris is 1 for 2 today with a single and a fly out. Salazar comes set. Runners at all bases. First pitch is a called strike. Dordt, a 6-run inning. Looking to keep it going. 2 outs here. And there's the 0-1 pitch is a ball. Here's the pitch. Swung on, chopped to short. Perez fields, throws to second for the easy one. And that'll end the big inning from the defenders. 6-run inning. We'll be back for the top of the 6th after this break.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski-Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski-Bout Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski-Bout and see the difference. Today's broadcast brought to you by Prairie Life Chiropractic, combining skill and expertise that spans the entire chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical health spectrum. They want you to move better and live better.
Homegrown. Community. Family.
Innovators.
growth,
Faith.
legacy.
We are dedicated to egg.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
Back for the top of the sixth. As top of the lineup for the Warriors comes up after a big inning let up. As Brody Boyle takes strike one. Nagebauer on the mound for the defenders. Second pitch is a called strike. Nagebauer shakes. 0-2 count, 5 on the pitch clock. Gets it off, ball high. Time called by Boyle. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt. It's a 2-2 count here. Nagebauer trying to make quick work of this Midland offense. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Swinging strikeout for Nagebauer. That's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the slugger in this Midland lineup, number 20, Joshua Hardman. First pitch from Nagebauer is a called strike. Hardman's 1 for 2 today. Hardman's 2 for 3 today with a run. He swings at that one, fouls it off, so it's an 0-2 count quick. Hardman with a single and a double, both to right field. Single was in the first that led to a 2-run inning. His double got down the line. The pitch from Nagebauer, swung on, foul. Nagebauer comes set. The 0-2 pitch is a ball. And at shortstop, after the Twombly ejection, is number 29, Cameron Grimes. And Schlesselman goes to second as Hardiman flies one into right. Going back is McMillan at the wall. Can't do anything about it. It goes over the fence, and Midland snags the lead right back. Hardiman 3 for 4 in this one. And the stats show it. He's their best hitter. And that's his 9th home run of the season. To give Midland the lead here in the 6th in a 7-inning game. That'll bring up number 16, Chase Bogues. He pinch ran earlier in the game for Ortega. So he's hitting the DH spot. This Nagbauer's first pitch is a ball. That pitch is popped up foul. Kerr might be able to get it. He does. So that's the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the first baseman, Hayden Crawford, homered in his last at-bat. He's 2 for 2 today with a walk. See if Nagbauer can take him down here. First pitch, check swing, foul ball. Crawford hit his 6th, a team second best, 6th home run in his last at-bat. As that pitch is fouled off. So he's 0-2. Nagbauer 1 strike from getting out of this inning. That pitch is also fouled off. Kerr chasing, but it eventually goes foul. Crawford still down 0-2. Nagbauer trying to put him away here. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, flown into right. McMillan chasing, coming in, and it's going to drop. So Crawford will get a 2-out single here. That'll bring up number 23, Nate Reyes. But before that, there will be a pinch runner for Crawford. Looks like that'll be number 9, Ben Kirkland. So 2 outs here still. Nate Reyes at the dish. He's 0 for 1 today with a sac fly and a walk, as well as a ground out as he takes strike 1. Pick off over to first, not in time. A 1 count. Nagbauer with the pitch. There's a steal from Kirkland. Reyes lines it into left. And he's there. That's Belcher out in left. Gets the put out to end the half inning. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 6th after this.
For top-notch rental equipment for your next project, look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast brought to you by Flooring and Design in Sioux Center. Whether you are building a new home, remodeling your current home, or wanting to freshen up your decor, we can help make your home as unique as you. Stop in to see us at Flooring and Design.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit epremierbank.com or stop by any of the 5 Premier Bank locations in Iowa or South Dakota to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
Back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. Dordt chasing 1 run, 7-6. Logan Templeton will lead off. First pitch from Salazar is outside. Templeton's 1 for 2 today with a walk. He swings and misses at the first strike. Templeton in 288 on the season. Looking to start it off for the defenders. Swings, fouls it off. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Salazar. Trying to put away Templeton. Swung on, fouled off. Good fight from Templeton. Salazar out of the windup now. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Ball outside. Good take from Templeton. Two here. Leadoff batter for the defenders. The pitch. Swung on, fouled. Still 2-2 here for Templeton. Trying to start a rally. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line to second. Wandler's right there for the line out. Looked like Templeton whole body wasn't into that one. Kind of a get-me-over swing. Now there's 1 down. That'll bring up number 27, Drew Oreskes. He's 2 for 3 today with a run. Key part of that last rally in that inning. So he takes strike 1 for the first pitch. Here's the pitch from Salazar. Good slider, just a bit inside. One and one. The pitch. Way high. Oreskes looking to be the first runner on for the defenders as he takes ball 3. Three-one count here. Salazar trying to fight back. Here's the pitch. Ball's low. Oreskes will get on base because of the walk. And that'll bring up the right fielder, number 17, Matt McMillan. But before that, number 39, Cade Williams, is going to pinch run at first for Oreskes. Umpire writing it down. There is some action in the Midland bullpen. First pitch to McMillan, swinging strike. Midland has number 19, Derek Lambert, getting warm down in the pen. The pick to first. And Crawford barely caught that one. Could have been danger for the Warriors. The 0-1 pitch from Salazar. Swung on, hit to short. Perez has trouble with it. McMillan's going to beat it out. There'll be an error on Perez, which will bring up number 29, Cameron Grimes. Looks like there's going to be a meeting between the third base coach and Grimes. It is a bunt situation. Grimes only has 2 at-bats on the season, so definitely won't be surprised if we see him lay one down here. Runners on first and second. McMillan and Williams. Pitch from Salazar, no bunt. Grimes swings, grounds to first. Crawford tags his bag. And the tag at second, McMillan is there in time. So that's a double play. Not what you wanted to see if you're the defenders. So no runs in that inning. Going into the 7th, the last inning. 7-6 game, Midland leads. We'll be back after the break.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
Back here for the top half of the last inning. It'll bring up Jacob LaCory. He takes strike 1. Negbauer still on the mound. Throws down the middle. LaCory gets a piece of it, and it goes up the middle for a single. That's LaCory's 3rd hit of the ball game. As they get a leadoff single, trying to get some insurance here before Dordt's last chance in the bottom half. That single will bring up number 2, Amir Perez, the shortstop. He shows bunt, pulls back on the ball. No changes for Dordt in the outfield as Perez takes ball 2, showing bunt. Midland with 11 hits today. Perez still shows bunt, tries to get it down, he fouls it off, and he hit his finger on that one. 2-1 count here. LaCory on first. Negbauer comes set. Picks off. Almost got him. Not in time. Perez still shows bunt, pulls back, slashes. That's going to be a single into right. McMillan slowed down towards the end there. So it's first and second. No outs here in the top of the seventh, and that'll bring up number 4, Dax Wandler. No one in the Dordt bullpen. Egbauer comes set. Wandler shows bunt, pulls back, almost hit him in the face. Wandler's 0 for 1 with 2 walks here today. Shows bunt again, gets it down. That's a really good bunt. Egbauer gets off the mound, throws to first. Throw is wild. And that's going to be a bunt single. So now trouble for the defenders as that's bases loaded, no outs, chasing 1. And Demers, the catcher, is going to go to the mound, talk some things out with Egbauer. Going to be a pinch hitter from Midland. It's going to be number 18, Cooper Benek. Small sample size and 20 at-bats, but he's got hits in 7 of them, hitting .350. He's going to hit with the bases loaded here. Egbauer first pitch, high and out, ball 1. Benek, 1 RBI on the season. Chance for a couple more here as he takes ball 2. Egbauer comes set. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, popped in the air, and that one's foul. Looked like I had a chance to go in foul territory for a foul out, but way too far. Two 1 pitch from Egbauer. Called strike. Got the front door slider to get in there. So Benek, and a 2-strike count here. The pitch from Egbauer, swung on, lined into center. Harris stumbled over himself, going back, hits off the wall. It'll be at least 1 run, and it'll be just 1 as Benek gets an RBI single off the wall. And that'll extend the lead to 8-6 for the Warriors. Bringing up the top of the lineup, Brody Boyle. Nobody getting loose in the Dordt bullpen. Brings up Boyle, 0 for 3 today. 2 strikeouts and a fly out. He takes ball 1. There's going to be a meeting at the mound here. And someone's up and warming up in the bullpen, but they're wearing a jacket, so I can't see who it is. Looks like they're going to stall a little bit of time here. 1-0 count here to Boyle. Negbauer trying to limit damage, so Dordt has a chance in the bottom of 7th. That pitch is swung on, flown into left, and that's going to be a grand slam for the Warriors. And that's going to really extend this lead. As Boyle, first hit of the day, comes up clutch when they need it, hits a grand slam to extend the lead to 12-6. Not only that, but now Negbauer has to face Hardiman, who homered in his last at-bat. And today he is 3 for 4, a triple away from the cycle, with a single, double, home run in that order as he takes strike one. Negbauer, the 0-1 pitch is high. One pitch called strike. Is a strike away from the first out of the inning. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swung on, flown. Chasing back is Grimes, but Harris looks like he's going to be the one to get it, and he does. That'll be the first out of the inning. First out of the inning brings up number 16, Chase Bogues. 0 for 1 today with a foul out to first. He takes ball 1 from Negbauer. There's a 1-0 pitch. Ball inside. Demers couldn't handle it. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lined into left. That'll be a single for Bogues. And that'll be it for Negbauer, as there will be a pitching change. So a new pitcher will be back after this break, sponsored by Casey's Bakery.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
The Greenhouse, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Back here in the top of the 7th. Pitching change for Dordt. Pitching will be number 24, Drew DeVries, his 14th appearance of the season. He'll come in with a runner on first after the single, and Crawford flies one into left. Going back, Belcher off the bottom of the wall. Gets it, and that'll be a double for Crawford. So first pitch from DeVries ends in a double. The hit from Crawford will bring up the right fielder, number 23, Nate Reyes. Reyes 0 for 2 today with a walk. As well as a sac fly. Here's the pitch from DeVries. Ball inside. One 1-0 pitch from DeVries. Swung on and missed. First strike for DeVries. Here's the pitch. Called strike. Brings it to 1-2. Infield playing in. Outfield straight up. Playing a little deep. 1-2 from DeVries. Swung on, fouled back off the net. Still 1-2. Reyes battling. Pitch from DeVries. Might have been a check swing, but it hit him. And they're going to say he went. So that'll be a strikeout. Second time the base umpires run up a hitter. So there's 2 down here. DeVries trying to limit the amount of runs Dordt has to chase in their last chance next half inning. But that'll bring up Jacob LaCory. So he's 3 for 4 today. 2 runs scored. He takes ball 1. LaCory homered in this one to right center field. 1-0 count. That pitch is way high. Demers can't handle it, and that'll be a wild pitch. And a run will come in, making it 13-6. Two-0 count to LaCory. DeVries with the pitch. That one's inside. Here's the pitch. That one's behind LaCory, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up Emir Perez. Perez is 2 for 3 today with an RBI. Double, a walk, and a single. Pitch from DeVries is a strike. Oh, 1 count. LaCory at first, Crawford at third. Pitch from DeVries is a strike. Slider on the outside corner. Here's the 0-2 pitch from DeVries. Check swung. Ball outside, says the umpire. DeVries trying to put Perez away here. Get Dordt's bats a chance in the bottom half of the 7th. The pitch. Swung on, popped up. Chasing it is Schlesselman, the second baseman. He gets there and it's caught, and that'll be the end of the top half of the 7th. Due up. Dordt's last at-bats of this game. We'll be back after the break.
Proactive Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab when the aches and pains won't go away. Visit proactivephysicaltherapy.net when you want to get back to the activities you love.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home. Today's broadcast brought to you by Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
Back here for the last ups for the defenders. Leading off is going to be the 8-hitter, number 23, DJ Kerr. As Salazar does a ball first pitch. Kerr's 1 for 3 today with 2 RBIs. He takes strike 1 on the off speed. There's the 1-1 pitch. Called strike. Dordt chasing 7 runs. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Check swing. No, he didn't. So now it's full count for Kerr. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Kerr doesn't like it. And that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the catcher, number 13, Chisholm Demers. That pitch is swung on, rolled to second. Wandler gets it, throws to first in time. And Dordt's down to their last out here. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter's replacement. Twombly got ejected. Schleselman came in, and he's hitting for him here. Schleselman's 1 for 1. Single in the big inning in the 5th as he takes ball 1. Last hope for the defenders. 1-0 pitch. Ball high. Here's 2-0 pitch. Swung on, flown into center. LaCorey chasing after it, and he gets there. And that'll be it for this one. Midland wins 13-6. That'll be the end of the first game of the doubleheader. You're watching Dordt Baseball on Dordt Media Network.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes. Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell, providing professional attention to every detail. Today's broadcast brought to you by M&H True Value of Rock Valley. Behind every project is True Value. Start right. Start here.
Now it's time for the State Farm Player of the Game presentation. Today's Player of the Game is brought to you by Ross Hoekstra with State Farm, serving Sioux County and the tri-state area. Call Ross at 712-722-0806 for all your insurance needs, or stop by the Sioux Center office next to Dairy Queen. Our State Farm Player of the Game is number 27, Drew Oreskes. He had a big game today. It was a big part of that rally that happened in the 5th inning, the 6th-run inning. Went 2 for 3, scored a run, as well as had a walk. Was a big part, had 2 clutch hits there for the defenders. Defenders came up short, but Oreskes played a big part in the 6 runs that they did score. That'll be it from this one. We'll be back in a couple minutes for Senior Day.